back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
First things first, everyone wants the old intro back, so there you go. I was messing around with some new things because a lot of people said that they hated the intro, but I guess that was a very small percentage of the community. However, I am trying to give you more quality in the videos I make, so please don't be too brokenhearted if I try out a few things. With that being said, let's get into the video. I haven't answered questions in a while, and many people want to know about Lyanna's tomb and the significance it might play in Season 7. So to start out, Jon Snow is currently at Winterfell running things in the north and uniting houses in support for the coming Battle for the Dawn Round 2. Oh, and he is the new king in the north now as well. Rewind back to Jon's childhood before he took the Black and all of that crazy stuff happened to his family. He dreamed at night about the horrors of the crypts that lay below him. In A Game of Thrones, Jon says, "Somehow I know I have to go down there, but I don't want to. I'm afraid of what might be waiting for me." And then in A Storm of Swords, Jon mentions, "All my dreams are of the crypts, of the Stone Kings on their thrones. Sometimes I hear Robb's voice, and my father's, as if they were at a feast. But there's a wall between us, and I know that no place has been set for me." Jon isn't the only one that talks about the crypts. Bran talks about it too. He even shared a dream with his little brother Rickon of their father Ned after he died. He was in the crypts sad about something dealing with Jon. Also, the crypts have been in both the books and the show multiple times, a detail that usually ensures its significance in the main storyline. We can see that something is drawing Jon into the crypts, and it would make sense that the books are preparing us for that exact situation. The crypts are very old and very big, so big in fact that it could hold the entirety of Winterfell in it. It is used as the internment tombs for the Stark family dating back to the origin of their house. It is said that the crypts have many levels, with some of the older levels being partly collapsed and caved in. Anyway, there is much more about the crypts of Winterfell, as well as many theories about what might be hiding in it. But we are going to talk about what is so special about Lyanna's tomb. People are thinking that Jon is being lured down to the crypts for a reason, maybe having to do with his mother, Lyanna Stark. Eddard Stark buried her in the crypts after she died at the Tower of Joy soon after giving birth to Jon. The cool thing is, we have already seen Lyanna's tomb a few times in the show. I have a feeling that Jon will face his nightmares from the books and eventually travel down into the dark crypts of Winterfell in Season 7, while he is still residing in the castle, or maybe when he comes back from gathering more bannermen in the north. You'd have to think that he would want to stick around Winterfell since it provides the most fortification. Oh, and something to note, before Aegon the Conqueror came to Westeros, the Starks were actually kings and queens of the north, so their massive castle was fit for their title and position. Anyway, if Jon goes down there and sees his mother's tomb, will it give him any clues as to his true lineage? That's the question that is looming, as well as other hidden gems that could give away his true mother and father. Some fans say that either in Ned Stark's tomb or Lyanna's tomb will contain a truth-revealing object. But what? Well, what about a few Targaryen belongings? From Rhaegar, of course. If for some reason Jon was to investigate Lyanna's tomb or Ned's and find, let's say, Rhaegar's famous silver-stringed harp laying inside of it, it would ensure that Jon would start to uncover the lie of a lifetime. I know what you're probably thinking. Why would Jon randomly open a tomb, especially since it was the popular belief that opening a sealed tomb would unsettle the spirits of the dead? But Ned's bones haven't quite made it to Winterfell yet, so Jon wouldn't be disturbing any spirit by opening Ned's tomb. Even so, I think there's something more mind-blowing than that. Tombs were reserved for legitimate Starks. Only the ancient Stark kings and the past lords of Winterfell were giving statues for their tomb. But Ned was against this family rule. He even commissioned statues for his sister Lyanna and brother Brandon after they died. Oh, and by the way, it's customary to build the family tombs way in advance of the Starks' deaths. Eddard, who I am sure believed Jon deserved a burial tomb of his own, probably built one for his beloved nephew, most likely in a partly collapsed or somewhat closed off level of the crypts to keep from revealing Jon's true lineage. Jon may be drawn to a closed off part of the crypts and then unveil a tomb for himself, commissioned by Ned, it will probably read something like Jon Snow or Jon Targaryen, something of that sort, but it will be obvious that it is for him. Now, you would think that Ned would never allow a stonemason to learn of this massively protected lie, but like Arya learns from Tywin, most stonemasons cannot read. Anyway, what if Jon finds the tomb and discovers Rhaegar's harp in it? Sounds like all the proof that he would need to know who he truly is. Of course, it will just be additional evidence that supports what Bran is going to tell him from his visions. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have to say, out of every theory and lore related thing that I talk about, the Winterfell crypts are my absolute favorite. There is definitely something majorly important about it, and I just can't wait to find out more. Thanks for watching, everyone. The support lately has been amazing. I really appreciate the love and positivity. It makes me feel like I'm doing good things. Thanks again. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.